What is up, y'all? We are back. We are live. Look at this beautiful production. Shout out to Rubles out there. I'm Big D. I'm joined here by Floofies. We are back for OSS Season 8, baby. We are closing out round of 16 playoffs, Floofies. I know you've been following it a little bit, but how are we doing tonight in general?
Oh, we're doing great right now. Look at all these plushies. Look at it's summer. That's what we had to get the sunglasses out because, like, come on now, it's too bright.
The lights are bright, baby.
To go into this with no sunglasses. So put the sunglasses on. We dive on in. We've got a bright couple of teams. We're probably gonna have some pretty sunny maps.
I imagine so, right? We do, well, and I want to talk about how exciting this matchup is as well tonight. For those of you that have been following the off-season shenanigans, this is actually a rematch of Season 7 Grand Final. Zomblers, as we all know, were the Season 7 winners of OSS, and tonight they're playing Team Aether. Team Aether, this roster, the core of it, I believe it was Tender Arias. Well, they were Super Evil Gang prior, right? Before they were the Orgless Super Evil Gang picked up by Team Aether. But that was the grand finals for Season 7. We get a rematch right here, and it's in the round of 16. How are you feeling about it, Floofies? You know these teams decently well outside of this tournament.
I do. I know Team Aether was Super Evil Gang. Before that, they were the Alter Iron Club. And they ended up getting dropped by that because I guess they realized that there was more to running a team than just being like, hey, we have a cool bird logo and buy our merch. They're like, oh, we actually have to, like, do stuff. So then they became the Super Evil Gang, and now they're Team Aether. And it's honestly a pleasure to see these guys get picked up again, just because they had a rough. I started with rough and unlucky and got ruck. A rough start to their ECL season last season. They did turn it around a bit at the end, and they are going to be returning to Challenger League next season. But right now, we got them for the off season. We got them for shenanigans. We got them for we got our maps as well. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I was just looking at this, and we're actually. I mean, we might be seeing some sun. We might be seeing some sun if we go to 3 maps, but we'll actually. Well, I mean, okay. Technically, there is some sun on the second map, but I digress a little bit here. We've got Train first, which is notoriously no sun. A bit rainy, as a matter of fact. I think we'll finally be able to remove these sunglasses. But we've got Train, which is Zomblers
Train's set in Russia.
Map pick. It is set in Russia, and as we all know, I don't think the sun shines there very much. I think it's pretty gray and cloudy. I'm not being metaphorical there by any means. I'm saying I don't think it's the sunniest region. Of course, I don't really know. Somebody from Russia or that's familiar with the region, correct me. Moving on, though, we are going to Nuke for map number 2, and then our third map is Mirage. So how excited are you for some Train game?
Okay, I am excited. 1, we got Train. 2, we didn't get 3 desert maps, and 3, we don't have to watch Ancient. Ancient has just gone from, like, I'm okay with this. The most
played map ever,
to,
and now we haven't seen it in
I
months.
never want to see. Replace it. Get it out of here. I'd rather have Mirage.
I'm with you there. I'm people that know Big D know that I'm a big Mirage supporter, big Mirage lover. I am of the opinion that Mirage and Dust 2, and if you ask me, Cache. I really think Cache is the other Foursquare map that should never be removed from the pool of Counter-Strike. I think it's too exciting to watch. I think it just has lent itself to a lot of storied stuff over the history of the game. But Dust 2, Mirage, and Cache are kind of these maps that are very flawless in my mind, and I don't think they should ever be removed from the pool. So seeing Mirage come in as our decider between these two powerhouses, I'm pretty damn excited. And I will say it, I think it's going 3 maps, and I don't have a prediction for this one.
Well, I mean, how was the series you said that we're repeating the finals of season 7. How was the finals? How did these teams do in that?
I wish I remembered. I'd have to go back and look, but it was...
Well, we're about to start anyway.
I think it went 5 maps, maybe? Could be wrong. But I mean, we're gonna be getting into this one here pretty quickly. But I think it went 5 maps.
You guys did a best of 5 finals. Looks like
Or maybe it was
Zomblers
a
took
best
it
of
2-1. It looks like Zomblers took it 2-1. Let's see. Scoreboard is not available for this match. Well, I wish I could see what maps they actually picked, but the bracket doesn't tell me. So all we're gonna get, maybe it's in what is it, you think it's an HLTV?
Oh, it would be an HLTV, wouldn't it? Or no,
It's gonna be on Liquipedia.
Wikipedia is where it would be. Man, how does this guy work for this tournament? I don't know, people. I don't know how I do most of the stuff that I end up with, but we're happy to be here.
So it looks like what we had there was Zomblers win on Anubis 13-8, then Super Evil won on Dust 2 13-10, and then Zomblers did not let them get a breath as they went back in and got Ancient and Mirage. So it was a best of 5, which seems like a lot. But hey, you know, you want to make sure that the best team wins, and the good way to make sure that happens is you get a lot of games in.
Yes. Yes, you do. Sorry, I'm. This is classic Big D casting stuff here for OSS. I'm doing things in the background at the same time for the tournament. Some of the admins are on vacation for the weekend, so running some admin stuff in the background to help out. Yeah, I'm just excited for this game. I do want to go into a little bit more of my thoughts between these two teams. We haven't mentioned this. Seb has recently been picked up for Zomblers. So Zomblers, they struggled through the group stages of OSS. They had to forfeit one of their matches, and if they didn't do that, maybe they would have been 3-0 and gotten through pretty quickly. But part of the reason these two teams are playing each other right now is because Zomblers took all 5 group stage rounds to get into playoffs. They've been shopping around looking for a new 5th for a while after releasing Brimbley, and they just picked up Seb. So Seb is coming in with these guys for playoffs, and frankly, this is going to be a really scary roster in or outside of this tournament. I'm really excited to see how they're doing. Team Aether recently picked up this roster that we know what they're capable of. I'm just ready for a slugfest game of Counter-Strike here.
Yeah, you know what? Sure am. We're gonna get things going here with a nice some shooting right before the fireworks go off tomorrow. So we're all set. We're all prepared. Should be a great way to celebrate if you're into that sort of thing. It does look like we've got the knife round complete. So we've got the Zomblers on the T side. We've got Team Aether on the CT side. And let's dive right into it, shall we?
Shall we? Yeah, I was holding the pose there for a moment because I thought it was about to switch over, and then I moved. If I would have just held the pose for 2 more seconds, it would have looked so cool. I could have put it up on my fridge, but maybe next time. Anyway, yeah, let's enjoy this game. We got Team Aether starting out CT side. Floofies. Train, pretty CT-sided map, right?
It has been. Train is still in a bit of a flux, where if you're familiar enough with it, if you're familiar enough with the utility, you can get off to a hot start. The sightedness doesn't feel like it matters quite as much as it used to. And look at the damage being caused early here. Allure going to take down Micro right off the rip. Zombler's going to take an early man advantage, forcing Team Aether all the way out of the site. So they're going to get this bomb down on A. Not offer anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is one of those maps where the sidedness doesn't count too much. It's new enough. But before we get into that, we've got a nice retake happening here. Arias with the double, but here come the kills. Sassy and Seb last alive, and despite finding those couple of beauties, Arias is very low HP. 1 stray bullet will finish him off. He eventually gets over to this bomb, but
the dangerous thing is he does have the kit, but does not prove to be enough.
Well, and to finish my thought as well, to coincide with what you said, this map is indeed one with kind of how new it is still on the competitive scene, with being less than a year old and teams still fleshing out the meta and strategies for it. I think this is the map where it's just like the best team on this map will win, right? It's not CT or T-sided these days.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. I see Greppo coming in chat. Our worst map, great. That's interesting. You guys chose the map, if it's your worst map, but you know, can't always get what you want. Sometimes it gets banned out. If you wanted Ancient, that's banned already. Flo gonna ban out Ayanu. Headshot off the boost. Give Aether a little bit of space, but it's just pistols, and they are gonna get mowed down by the MAC-10s. Satsy with a dunk, and Satsy with the finishing shot for a quick 2-0 for Zomblers.
Pretty good stuff. I mean, that was nice to get the kill on the USP to open things up. That's the kind of firepower we expect to see from Team Aether. If you guys tuned in last night, we had a best of 3 for playoffs that was 13-2 in both games, and should have been a lot more close, but it all came down to tactical prowess and outmaneuvering each other. I'm wondering if we'll see anything like that tonight, but I think now that Team Aether have the guns here, we should see some kind of response, and that's a nice start. Clipsera getting the information for his team. He does have Micro close by, but a 1-for-1 trade, and Aether with the information. They block Zomblers from at least just rushing right out at the beginning.
Yeah, that was a good response from Micro, and Arius picking up a kill over in Team Main as well. Flo does have the read. I love this. You get the, okay, they didn't go down ramp. That means they're probably going long dog, and Team Aether continuing to extend their lead. Definitely need to bring the round back, though. It's not the way you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Versus 3, though.
Everything's slowed down here. I mean, this is bonus round for Zomblers, right? So they really just, if they can get one more kill and maybe a plant, feels kind of like a round win based on how much momentum they could get in the next round. But I also really love this response from Aether. You see all 3 of these players just kind of they're near each other to be able to get good trade and information, and watching each other's back. But a beautiful opening from Sassy. Oh, and he gets 2 of them. Oh, no.
Yeah, Micro fell off the train and didn't have time to get his gun ready. Tender does get the trade wound back down to the 1 versus 1. Sassy on 27 HP, but he's going to hit the spray down, and Zomblers off to the races with a 3-0 start.
Sassy, dude. That's nutty. 7-0 start for Sassy here. Saves the first gun round.
It's
Aether.
the opposite of 007.
It is. My friend and I call that Dr. Evil. Because he feels like he's the opposite of James Bond. That might not be. Anyway, moving on with our lives.
I guess it depends on what iteration of James Bond. Like, you could almost say that the most recent James Bond is the opposite of what James Bond should be. It's action instead of, like, I don't know. I haven't watched enough James Bond, and that's a good swing with the 557s, but Satsy able to get one back onto that AWP. These Deagles need to hit hard for Team Aether, but Zomblers aren't really giving them an inroads into this. Players grouped up. Everybody in CT spawn. Full map control gifted over to Zomblers.
That is the definition
Oh.
of full map control indeed. Yeah, I mean, Punish trying to come out. That's just funny that Zomblers sequestered them all back into CT spawn there.
Bomb has been planted.
I mean, it was... They're pistols, so I understand being a little bit scared, but that's not going to feel good. The double spray down, too. Well, this is a 4th round for Zomblers. Flo is not
I'd
doing
say
much
so.
of anything. So we shall wait for round number 5. Guess we can see if he can get a save, but yeah, no. All right, so I'm going back to my previous point about James Bond. That,
Yeah. Sexy storytelling.
Yeah.
And kind of a bit more of a comic book action hero vibe instead of just straight action movies. I haven't watched any of the new ones really. I used to be huge when I was like a little kid in the 90s. I would just my grandpa had like all the old VHSs of all the Bond movies, and I would watch all of them all the time. So I loved
Oh, man.
like the old James Bond movies growing up.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be James Bond, but I don't really think that's I don't think that's a very unique thing to think when you're a little boy watching James Bond.
I mean, well, now we get a pause time.
Oh,
So,
they wanted to be a part of the Bond conversation, so it can continue.
all right. So, this will be a nice question. What's your favorite Bond movie?
Now, it's been a while. I think my favorite Bond movie was either Moonraker or The Man with the Golden Gun.
Yes! I was going to say Man with the Golden Gun, too.
That one's so good. But, like, GoldenEye also holds a special spot in my heart because, like, part of the reason I got into James Bond is I was excited for GoldenEye when that came out because of the fact that I was, like, starting to watch James Bond, and then that made me love the series even more. So it kind of, and then the movie was out. So the GoldenEye movie coming out when I was a kid and being, like, a brand new James Bond movie was, like, a pretty big deal to me. So that one holds a special place in my heart. But those older Moonraker, especially with Jaws and Odd Job, is just one of my favorite.
Well, Big D, you're old like me, which means that you probably played GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, playing through the campaign of GoldenEye and then going to watch the movie was one of those like, oh, this is where this came from. Oh, this is
Yeah.
cool. I like how they've changed, and like it you could see where it all came from, and it was just very, I don't know. It was entertaining in multiple ways. But The World Is Not Enough was also very good. He had some great one-liners.
I was a big fan of the movie. I just like Pierce Brosnan as James Bond a lot. Like Pierce Brosnan, like really embodied that like Bond vibe. And I mean, all the Bonds do to some degree, but like Sean Connery was like really clearly defined, obviously, and then Pierce Brosnan did such a good job of kind of like being the evolution of it. And then I think Daniel Craig is pretty great at being Bond as well. It's just like I remember watching what is it, Quantum of Solace is the first one that he was in, or was it Casino Royale? Whichever one it was in, he's been Bond for almost 20 years now, which is kind of wild. But,
that is kind of wild.
Like, I remember watching that first one, and the vibe of the movie had like shifted more into that like Hollywood action tone than the like sexy one-liner storytelling of the old Bond, kind of like comic book action hero vibe of the old Bond movies. So I never really followed them after that.
I will say, man, what was the one where it basically ends in his cabin? It ends in like his dad's cabin or something, and you could basically call that James Bond. Oh gosh, the movie is slipping my mind. Home Alone.
Bond Home Alone.
Well, so the Home Alone movie, right? The kid is home alone, so he sets up a bunch of traps when he realizes that he's home alone and the burglars are trying to get in. At the end of that one James Bond movie, spoilers by the way, they go to the mansion, or they go to the cabin or whatever it is, and they set up a bunch of traps, and it's basically Home Alone but James Bond.
Is it on Her Majesty's Secret Service?
No, hold on. I'm just gonna.
Okay, ChatGPT is awful at knowing where. Like, if you ask ChatGPT to pull out relevant information from like a movie or TV series, it will. That is the only time that I see ChatGPT just straight up hallucinate all the time. Skyfall. Yeah. See, we're way off. On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah, no, we're not on a delay. Or at least I don't think we're on a delay. I don't think we're on a delay. But yes, it was his family home.
We're not on a delay. The Zomblers and Aether, like spectator link, we're on a delay from them live in the server, but our stream is not on a delay. If you type in chat, we'll respond in 3-4 seconds.
But it does look like we're about to get back into this. Hopefully. We've got all 10 players. The pause is still going, though. But yeah, I really enjoyed Skyfall until I realized that it was Home Alone. And then I thought it was hilarious, but all the seriousness of the movie kind of fell out.
I haven't seen it. You're making me want to go watch the new Bond movies because Daniel Craig, he's a hunk. There's no doubt
Do you
about
think we
that.
have time for
To watch
Frag
all
movie?
3 of them.
Well, no, I was just gonna say Frag movie night, where we finish up the stream for the night and then we just turn on a movie for the staff and anyone who wants to show up to the LAN center. That would be amazing. Except no
That
one
would
would
be
be able to
amazing.
agree on what movies we would watch.
No one would be able to agree on what movie to watch, and I know myself that once, like, I get so excited to, like, yeah, let's go out for something after one of the days or whatever, and once one of those days ends, it is straight into bed for me, like, just because we're there from, like, 8:30 in the morning until, like, 1:30 in the morning sometimes, and I'm like, bedtime, that's where I'm headed. I need my 8 hours.
It depends. I was, at least for Frag X Block, I went to hang out with the group once, and I remember they were all trying to, it was either darts or pool that everybody was playing, because I think it was like Sixtum that like was like over here going, oh, I'm so good at darts. And M&J was like, oh, I'm so good at darts. And then they both got smashed. It wasn't even me that did it. I don't know who did it. It was just like, oh, they're so good. And it's like, no. I don't remember who did it, but it was you got to go out with the group at least one night.
I mean, I'm down. I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting to stay with the Take Flight boys while I'm there, so there'll be plenty of shenanigans. We're gonna get our first full CS or part of an org laying it down episode where we get everybody to lay down on the floor in a mass pile yeah, it'll be more like orgy it up with Big D.
Be careful with that.
I'm looking at the match page. It looks like there's some stuff happening right now.
Yeah, I see it as just full paused and it's 0-0. So I don't know what's going on over there, but we could go look at the sprays that people are spraying. I see some Mongols. They've made a nice little square with it. Okay. He's standing in the square.
Oh shoot.
He put a hat on the square.
They made, wow. So he just made, this is how much time has been here. He's got 5 graffitis on the ground.
Okay, so I use the graffiti a lot. One, it's better than teabagging someone when you really want to send a message, because you can do things like put sorry next to their head or I'm dead. They can't see it, but it sends a message that you just walked up to them and marked them. Anyway, so the graffiti takes 45 seconds to cool down, which means that if you multiply that by 5, that's 3 minutes and 45 seconds. There's another one. So to get this full 8-pointed star, it's going to take 12 minutes. I think my math is right there. 45 plus 45 is 1:30. Times 4 is 3.
6 minutes.
No, 6 minutes. I was off by a factor of 2. But yeah, if they're paused for 6 minutes, he can... No, I want to go back. I need to see if he makes the whole thing. Look at this.
He's gonna make this thing.
He's making art. We gotta see the art.
Well, hey, is Doc Coach back in the server then?
Okay, I have mixed feelings on .coach because, one, there's the coach bug, which who knows if that is still doing anything. Wait, he needs one more. One more and he gets the full square. Hold on, wait. And then we can clip it and be like, look, we've made art on the floor. Do we get it?
This is sick. Flow. Seconds to go here, just waiting. Will the game be starting?
Imagine if he uses a different spray. Just
Oh my gosh, I'd lose my mind. The stream would crash immediately.
No. Oh, okay. Now I know I'm totally doing this at some point, and I'm making like a nice design, and the last one I'm just putting sorry.
Oh my god. That would be mean.
You know what he
Come
could
on,
do though is he could get the cowboy hat and then put the cowboy hat on the Mongols.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. Hey!
He's done it.
He's done it.
Let's go.
Moral victory.
Clip it and chip it, folks. That's the kind of art that you need to see. That looks beautiful from his perspective. It's so perfect. And it can only be done in this kind of situation where you're standing there for this long in one single spot and can't move.
Yeah, this is literally everything that Mongols Bros lives for. This is Mongols Bros summer right here. I don't...
Uh-oh.
Okay. Honestly, Tyloo, I'm happy with Tyloo as well. G was great.
Big
G was
fan
on
of
Lin
G.
Vision though.
G
Perfect,
was on,
perfect.
on Lin Vision.
Wait, who was on Tyloo?
Was G on Lin Vision?
Yeah,
I think
G was on Tyloo. Yeah, no, I
And
should
Call Me
remember
Sue,
the
Call Me
first
Sue
thing.
is on Lin Vision.
That's it.
And whoever was getting involved with the Brazilian orcs.
Amelia was cool, but honestly, like, we got to talk about Call Me Sue. There's the sorry. I don't know what's going on, but they're apologizing for it, and I appreciate it. I do see that the score is back on the Face It page. So hopefully we should be back pretty soon. As entertaining as watching the players frozen and only able to put graffiti on the ground is.
Did Rubles
be
make
live in
all
a
this
minute.
music too?
No. So all this music came from Epidemic Sound, which if you haven't been there, it is a place that you can apply for a license. I say apply, pay for a license. And basically just use the music as much as you want. I mean, there's probably more like law and stuff in the license that I should have read through, but I didn't. So I just used the
Whatever, it
music.
sounds sick. Maybe
Yeah.
we get copyright struck for a stream, but fuck, it's worth it, dude.
I don't think so.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think we'll get copyright struck. We should be getting underway here momentarily, though, because on the match page for Face It, I see that the match is resumed and underway. Meanwhile, the score of Hrivnia Squad and Omen Esports, which is the other final round of 16 game going on tonight. Hrivnia Squad up 6-4 on Mirage right now, so there you go.
So I have seen night mode, but I feel like it's used everywhere. This is like it's music that gives us at least a little bit of a change. It's not the same thing that everybody else uses. Except a lot of people still use it. But in the CS community, everybody wants to use like night mode, so it makes it so that we're different.
Floofies, are you so excited to be at LAN with all your friends here in a few weeks?
I
know
am.
You just came back from hanging out with all your friends at the major, but I didn't, okay?
You know what's
So I'm
great? I went to the
didn't get
major. I didn't get sick.
I know, dude. I cannot believe how many people got sick. I'm glad to hear people are feeling better, but did make me a
Honestly,
little less sad about missing it.
It's probably because I didn't hang out with people as much. Wait, you got sick, Morty? Oh, unlucky. Sorry, all I can do is kind of just be like, I mean, it's something where you have a lot of people, small place. So
It's
yes,
bound to
I got
happen.
lucky. Anyway,
we're
let's get
back.
back into the casting. We
Yeah,
got, like, a
we're
game
back.
going on.
We're back in it to win it. We got a full buy round from Team Aether. They've got the op out. It's going to be a slow default here for Zomblers as they know what's at stake here in this round, but
I mean, a flawless game so far from Zomblers. They've had a little bit of a stumble in that last round, only having one player survive, but still, 4-0 start on your T side. You're going to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, 4 rounds T side, regardless of how you look at it. I know we talked about this map not being too one way or the other, but it still feels like if you can get this kind of start going on T side, it's only going to help you. I know that's kind of an obvious statement, but you know, Aether's the one with the uphill battle now. But that's a nice opening from Flo.
Yeah, catches the leg out from Aelor and goes, all right, I'm just going to wait for you to peek out. And it's an easy shot there into upper. Now, man advantage toward Team Aether and Arius. Look how close up he's got as well. Micro with a kill onto Ayanu. Satsi, though, slaps down Micro. Try and bring this one back for Zomblers, but the health is not in their favor. Arius with another, and they're just... the head's being taken off. Satsi, the only one with a kill on the round.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a bit of a dunk.
That nade landed right on him.
1 versus 4. Does this op have what it takes? I don't think so, but we'll see. Clipzera ready and waiting. And Team Aether will claim their first round. All right, so all they needed was the pause, and they're all set. Now they got the double op.
And they talked about that. He was asking, should I be picking up? Do we want a second op? So 3 AKs, 2 ops. That's a pretty good way to come out of your first round win, not having to just barely squeak it out. So hopefully Team Aether's starting to get something going in the tank. But again, this is Zomblers map pick. I'm sure they've got something in their strat book, something practiced, something up their sleeve to make sure Team Aether doesn't just run away with this with the momentum build. But we'll have to see. Time will only tell. Only time will tell. That's the way you want to say that. Not
well,
whatever.
Good news for Zomblers is they are plenty rich. After 4 rounds in the lead, they are going to buy right back in, and this T side not going to be stopping anytime soon. But now they do have to worry about the weapons, and Team Aether have proved they can put them to use, and that's another good start by Clipzera. Zomblers trying to emerge from Long Dog. They've got 2 players in here, but Team Aether seem to have them pretty red on the... oh, that's another nade just landing perfectly.
Yeah, these dunks in Long Dog are hard. My question is what's going to happen here up Ivy. I see Seb starting to make his way up through this way. It'll be between him and Flo. This is where one of the ops is, and no flash, no trade. Flo's happy to punish that, but Zomblers look like they might have been thwarted here. Team Aether seems locked in on this defense here, Floofies. Oh, especially with shots like that.
Yeah, this is... I don't exactly know what happened to Zomblers in this round. They got stalled up by the utility and couldn't emerge anywhere. They were just completely stuck. Sassy, or Senzik getting cut down, and Ayanu being able to get back 1. But that's both of the ops still in the round. AK is picked up for Team Aether.
Look at this.
Yeah, this is the shot on the top dog player.
That was beautiful. Team Aether definitely showing signs of life.
I mean, so going into this, we pointed out that Zomblers did win versus Super Evil Gang 3-1 for the finals of Season 7. You gotta say that, yeah, they brought some firepower out by bringing in Seb. Oh, they're just roasting to death in this Molotov, but unfortunately for Micro, they are able to emerge, and oh dear, Clipzera coming in from above. Death from above for 2 versus 2. And Zomblers now looking like they have been cut down as Tender put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, this is really nice from Team Aether. Look at this, just mowing them down as they try to get out onto site. That B ramp is so... I mean, it was hard to come out of before on the previous iterations of Train, but now even more so with the way that it's structured, it feels like just a death sentence trying to funnel your way out there. And I mean, Team Aether making light work of it. On top of that, Team Aether haven't just started winning rounds. They've started building a massive economy. 3 players with still plenty of cash in the bank after a full buy.
Yeah, this is a little bit worrying for Zomblers. They had such a great start, but having that one round where they got a bit of a chip in the armor, and much like the Roman Empire, it just takes one little chip for the entire empire to fall.
Great fire of Rome burned for 6 days.
Well, the flow lines up the shot. Satsy going to be the unlucky one who takes the bullet, but Sanzik able to get one back before they're both sprayed down, and this is just an absolute massacre. The Zomblers, I mean, the plague is... the horde has been mowed down, and we'll even things back out at 4.
Well, and I want to say, too, for Zomblers, this is hard because right now you're watching this momentum change for Aether. Now you're the ones feeling like it's been 4-0 for both these teams, right? To start this game out. And so now Zomblers are the ones feeling a little bit down and out. They're starting to wonder how they're going to have to lock in this good on their CT side now. Because Aether's not just playing to, like, win a couple of these rounds on their side. They're dominating this side now. And look at this. Clipsera just straight up there with the auto shot. He is going to get traded out by a fire, but I think they've got the information already. Maybe, hold on now. Arius lurking on the back of the train. There's going to be Sassy and Sanzik joining in. Missed shot from Flo. Down to the 2v2. Tender, though, to help out. A tender play there, as he may have just saved the round.
Yeah, look at the Satsy on 10 HP. There's not going to be a whole lot, but those missed shots out of Flo feel like they nearly cost Team Aether this round. Obviously, some great heads-up play out of the player sitting on the bomb train. Not a position you expect people, because there's not really a whole lot of cover for you there. But Sassy, well, not expecting the push on in from behind. Tender just about to meet his backside as E-Box. Oh, wait, did they just miss each other? Well, shot to the back of the head. Team Aether take the advantage.
Yeah, and that was actually a really nice response from Zomblers. I was just talking about maybe the mental is getting a little hard as Team Aether's just pummeled you 4 rounds straight. But that was a really nice round, actually. They lost that player from B. They knew getting that trade out had to pull at least some of the defense from A, and they had a very fast response time in getting out onto site. It was just unfortunate that Arius and Tender were sitting on the back of the bomb train ready to get those kills. But this is exactly playing out how I hoped it would right now, Floofies. This is the thrilling Counter-Strike we love to watch.
Yeah, and the best part now is we get an eco round for the Zomblers, which historically have been places that shenanigans can happen, and shenanigans certainly starting this one off. 3 rifles and the Tech 9 for Zomblers. And look at this, they're getting out on the Ace bomb site. Seb getting into position already. Sanzik, they're not expecting about E-Box already either. Zomblers scaling so well. Clipsera with a kill back, but look at this. They can't hold on to their players. 2 versus 2. Clipsera on nothing. Sassy will put that final nail in the coffin. That is just Flo left standing. Does have the backs of a couple of these players work with, and there's no smoke in CT mid.
Yeah, I mean, they're aware of it, right? They're watching this camera area, but Flo still might find it in here. Oh, a missed shot. That was the opening that he needed to get into the round, but now they know exactly where he is. They can just play. Oh, my goodness, they have to be careful. Flo finally connecting one of these shots. The flick's not quite hitting the mark like he would have hoped, but he's got Sanzik low. He's still got a Kip coming out at the right time. Sanzik saving the day, and finally Zomblers tying it back up after 5 unanswered rounds from Team Aether.
Well, they tie it back up, but they definitely have quite a lengthy bank account to beat their way through on the side of Team Aether. Though the AWP and rifles are going to chew through that, so I mean, this could still be a 6-6 or a 7-5 in favor of Zomblers. This is interesting. again, you get the team that came from Challenger, fighting the team in advance that did get some new firepower. Zeb, though, not being the big player here for Zomblers. Sassy really doing most of the work, and I mean, you love to see the Hopper getting their shots. Arius has a read here. Heard the shots out from Long Dog and try to throw down the Molotov, but Zomblers do manage to escape.
Oh,
Damage
boy.
being done out of the utility. Sassy again, and Seb, he heard me. Oh, there he goes. Activates for 2.
He
2
heard,
versus
he heard
4
you.
now, and not a whole lot left for Team Aether. Just clip Zera. Timing.
Okay. I'll be honest with you, Floofies. With the way Team Aether got those 5 rounds in a row, I thought it was going to be no good. Look how awkward this is. Oh, man. Flo is kicking himself for that one. And like I said, I swear, Seb must have just heard you. Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, when you said that, I was like, oh, man, Seb is kind of quiet here for like kind of debut game with the new roster, right? And then here he comes at a very crucial moment to get that double kill and save the round. That's awkward for Flo, lovely for Seb, and lovely for us viewers as well as we continue the slugfest.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that Flo is able to continually pick up these AWPs, but it feels like, well, more shots are missing than hitting. I mean, it could be a little bit like baseball, where if you're at least getting the, 50-50, you're doing okay, but that's not a good start. Arius falls, and Micro only able to get one back. The 2-for-1 start for Zomblers.
This should be around for them. Very awkward positioning for Team Aether. Very spread out. Unless Tender somehow gets multiple here. That's a big kill getting out of there. But they know where at least one of these players is. And a smoke up is going to be able to get the bomb out of there. And look at all this space taken by Ayanu now. Still
55 seconds and bomb is still off in another zip code.
Yeah, I think they're worried about somebody coming up to probe A main well. Or maybe, yeah, Sassy's just worried about this backstab coming through. Something's got to give here. Right now, Team Aether are not giving them an inch. Zomblers need to make a play.
Oh, Team Aether also are 2-1. They've got Flo sitting on the A-bomb site. Okay. Gunning down Ivy. Ayanu ripped out. 3 versus 2 now. This, it's amazing how 1 kill can change the entire course of the round. Bomb plant is tapped. Tender going in with the MP9. Good spam. Doesn't connect. Taylor is going to get this bomb down, but again, the nade is going to land on their faces. This fire, try to blow it back. It will melt you either way. DT fire, though, so.
What a tight space to be fighting from, too.
Yeah, if only Team Aether had any utility left. They don't have a singular throwable left. Tender charging in, MP9 looking strong, flying in, clips Zera to put the final nail in the coffin as Team Aether managed to even things back out at 6 on their CT side.
What a half. 6-6 half for the first half for our grand finals, season 7 grand finals rematch. This is thrilling. I'm anticipating some overtimes tonight. I'm anticipating some a third map. I hope you're in it for the long haul here, Floofies. And
I mean, yeah, I'm in here for the long haul. I'm here. I'm all good. We're good. We're here.
We're here. Hey, it's a holiday tomorrow. No excuses.
My company is weird, and I will actually be working tomorrow, but it means that I get to, instead of taking tomorrow off, I just get a PTO day that I can take whenever, which is good for things like Frag, where I need lots of PTO days.
I do like that. Big side switch here, though. The pistols. Aelor's going to find the opening. Flo going down. Look at this, Seb, all the way through. Ivy, the push. This is so much information. He should be able to find one. That will be Arius down. They're going to look behind. But I think that Seb just kind of dances around. Maybe he finds one more. Why not? Oh,
I think he does too, but Micro not going to give it to him. Micro's a player that we feel like we haven't seen in a long time. He's a player that appears and does a lot in NACS and then goes, I'm going to go do something else for a bit. Unfortunately for Team Aether, did not do quite enough on this round. Zomblers take the pistol. No bomb plant allowed.
This is so nice from Seb. Just a beautiful, clean headshot.
It's just a good read, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no one Ivy, so you can sneak all the way on through. And you have the team calling. Yeah, they're still, main. So a full save, nearly a full save from Team Aether then. A couple
Yeah,
of
no
nades
plan.
picked up. So,
Oh, okay. There we go. We were talking about that ramp being so difficult to get out of, and Sassy is ready, waiting to punish. And last alive it is Clipzera, but not long. And a total of 12 damage done there by Team Aether with the Glocks. We're going to get into that gun round.
hey, sometimes you know what's going to happen, and you're just like, throw it at the fan and see if it hits. So now we get to see if Team Aether can bring this one back.
Talking about throwing the shit at the fan.
Yes.
That's a funny phrase to me. Somebody had to throw shit at a fan for us to come up with that.
Now the question is, can Team Aether find the opening? Zanzik getting up close and personal. We can see Micro. He's got an idea someone might be there. He's going to be successful at it. The 180 spin, but Aether and Ayunu have the crossfire, and they will rip this one. Nice
that was-
opening for Zomblers.
That was so well played by Zomblers there. That putting two up there through Pop Dog. They lose the first player, but then there's somebody there on ramp coming through, and then a second player. That just fell apart for Team Aether right there. That's a huge opening for Zomblers on this first gun round.
Yeah, it's not going to be feeling too good. 3 AKs left standing for Team Aether, but they're going to be, no more lucky than the others. Ayanu ready for the push in from Ivy, and Zomblers with a nice 9th round.
Arnie Arndog. I told people the last time I cast the Zomblers I was going to stop calling him that, but he'll always be Arnie in my heart. Ayanu. None
Okay.
this young. If I had, I would keep calling him that if I had a better backstory to it, but I don't. He just asked me years ago when he changed his name one time, will you call me Arnie? And everybody who was on the roster with were like, yeah, call him Arnie. And so I've called him Arnie for 2.5 years now.
See, the good thing is, if he leaves a site and then he returns to it, you can be like, I'll be back. That joke doesn't work. I don't know what you're talking. What I'm talking about.
I'm with you there. It took a second, but I'm with you there. Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's there.
Yeah.
I see the vision.
All right, let's see if ALer's set up for this. The smoke about to fade. The flash goes in. Should be a huge spray down opportunity for him. They all charge in, and he's able to get 2 before he's overwhelmed. Satsy there for the retake, and it's just Micro left standing. 1 versus 4. Does have the Tech 9 and the FAMAS now picked up. And bomb down is at least some money for Team Aether, but any more will be denied, and Zomblers pick up double digits.
Bomb has been defused.
The Famusi.
Terrorists win.
Speaking of
Yes.
funny names.
FAMAS.
They finally get a plant there. That's going to be good going into this gun round, but I mean, Satsy and Aether there just set up top and bottom, again shutting down that B ramp push. We haven't seen success for either of these teams on that B ramp push, and Zomblers are 3 away from closing this map out. This will be the round, though, that really dictates how things will go.
Yeah, if Zomblers take this, I think they'll just dance their way to the finish line. Otherwise, we'll have something a little bit more interesting. A little bit of chip damage to start off the round, but Team Aether mostly getting held back by the util.
Yeah, the utility game on this map is so hard. If you let the CTs take that yard space, we saw it on the Zomblers T side once Aether had guns and ops. You let the CTs take that yard space and get set up where you have Ayanu and Sanzik here playing that close crossfire from outside Pop Dog and A main. It's near impossible to get out onto this site. We'll see if Team Aether have some kind of execute lined up, but right now they're gonna have to try to work a pick before busting through.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I would like to see a little bit more over toward B, just because there is only Aether positioned there. But, I mean, hey, if you can find the headshot, that's a good start. Arius smacks 2. Ayanu looking for the trades, but only able to get to 1. 4 versus 2. And Team Aether scaling out quite well onto the A-bomb site. Aether now the last player standing is Flo Dunk Seb. And it's going to be a 1 versus 4. If there's even anything here for Aether.
I don't think there is, and of course I'm going to eat my words after talking about how impenetrable that defense is once they take yard space. Arius just finding that opening, but that's also the power of finding that opening from T side. You find that opening, and the A site can fall very quickly based on one pick because suddenly somebody's having to watch multiple angles instead of just the one they're set to watch. And yeah, not even a gun save here for Aether. There is, I do want to make note though, Floofies, look at the money on Zomblers.
Oh yeah, these are some rich zombies.
Yes.
They must have eaten some millionaires or something.
Well,
I'm not saying eat the rich. What are you talking about?
I mean, I was gonna say I wish they'd eat the billionaires, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We won't go into we won't go into it too much here. Either
They've
way,
still got plenty of money. Sassy picking up that AWP has done plenty of good work already this game. So we'll see if Flo can get the his opping legs under him.
well, and not
To
just
good bait out from Micro. Able to bait the shot out.
I was just gonna say too that Sassy's been finding some success. As a matter of fact, he's 23-7 success, but now 23-8. That's a huge opening pick for Team Aether.
You're gonna feel awful on that op too, just going from, oh yeah, I've been locking down the sites completely. They haven't gotten past me a singular time to, oh, they baited me out with a fake peek.
Yeah, I got.
There wasn't even
there.
utility there. Now Tender gonna be put to the test. Seb trying to creep on out through Ivy, but Tender's prepared. Crosshair in just the right spot. And 3 versus 5, just like that.
Yeah, I think this is probably a safe call for Zomblers. Maybe they try to hold on to A site here, but I think these guys need to try to get to each other and find a spot of this map where they can save. Oh, hold on. Ayanu might have the timing. I don't know if they're ready for him right here. He hears all this noise. He could go huge, but now he has to go really huge, and they know where he is. Quick trade from the op lined up, and all of a sudden, Aether last alive once again. And I mean, if he saves this gun, they actually could buy next round.
Yeah, it's not the worst position for Zomblers to be in, all things considered. Unfortunately, unable to recover the op, but M4 is not the worst thing to hold on to. More kills as he's exiting. Everything going to be a little bit of extra silver lining, but that's not going to be enough as Tender spots him from above.
All right, just out here moderating Twitch chat as well here, Floofies. My apologies. My apologies
Hey,
that
like
we all had to read that kind of out there. I appreciate that we generate such ferocious and fired up feelings in people. We want to try to keep it classy around here and be kind to our fellow humans. That's a message we preach everywhere, so let's keep that in line and remember that. But either way, back to the action here. Team Aether making a game out of it right now.
Yeah, this is interesting, though, from Zomblers. Look how far pushed up they've gotten. Satsy, they're not expecting the op again after taking down their 2 solid wins for Team Aether in a row. So Satsy able to get 1. We'll see if that's enough for Zomblers to bring this one back. 2 kills already going the way of Team Aether. We do have a bit of a wrap by Zomblers coming up from Brown Halls, but Tender keep a close eye on it, and I think this one going to be a save as well. So Team Aether going to bring this one back within 1 round.
Yeah, they are. I think Zomblers should be able to save these guns, though. And if they do, I mean, it's another buy round that Aether has to work through, but Zomblers are definitely starting to sweat this one out a little bit. I mean, this is, this is 2 halves in a row where you get an amazing 4-0 start and then the enemy team is just pummeling you down once they get guns. And no matter what, that's going to wear on your mental a little bit as you're like, well, are we only able to get them on the ecos or pistols or whatever, you know? So we'll see if Zomblers can bounce back here, but Aether are definitely finding their groove. How Team Aether got their groove back.
Yeah, they're managing to warm up throughout the half and keep cool while still bringing these games back. It's just a fantastic thing to see. Especially because you consider Zomblers won both pistols, they got both anti-ecos, then they got the 3rd round both times. And to have all of that at your back and then have this happening, just a huge double entry for Team Aether. And that's both rifles just sent packing. Are you actually able to spam that? That's kind of wild to be going for with the USP. But this is going to be a bomb plant for Team Aether, and Zombler's not going to have a route back into this one, I don't think.
No, I think very locked out from this bomb side. I think we're getting a 10-all scoreline here. I mean, it is the save round, but to have those rifles taken out just so quickly, it folds back into what I said last round. This is getting stressful for Zomblers right now. Meanwhile, Team Aether are just in the zone, and Seb eventually is going to get taken down. You can see those shots getting nowhere. And we're going to 10-all, Floofies.
Well, you wanted a back and forth game. It's not the, you know, back and forth one round.
No,
where we're not getting, you know, awkward buys, pistols, SMGs, but
very streaky game here. But finally a timeout is called by Zomblers.
Good time as any. They'll be able to pick up the rifles going into round number 21.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got the op on Sassy, but we were talking about him being 23-7 a few rounds ago. Significantly cooled off here as the game has worn on and not been able to make the impact like he was in that first half. Aelor as well, the other big fragger for Zomblers. He's their B-side anchor that is kind of just either having to try to hold the site by himself on some of these rounds, or he's immediately playing in a retake position. Yeah, just not ideal, and I think that smoke didn't even go where it was supposed to go.
That landed in CT spawn.
Yep.
But hey, if they push up to CT spawn, the Zomblers are covered.
They are covered
for the next 20 seconds. They'll never expect it.
No, they will not. But Aether,
Zomblers doing a good job of taking some early ground.
They do, actually, yeah. And I was gonna say, Aether have slowed this default down again. They've been really good at playing with this pacing and finding these mid-round kills going into an explosive execute. But Sassy's finally gonna find the opening without a trade nearby. They know a second one is there. That Molly not quite getting all the way in there. Micro is safe for now. Flash off the gutter. And nothing comes of it. So some more utility thrown here.
Imagine if the CT Molly hadn't been nerfed. That would have been another kill almost for sure. Somebody would have died. Well, we're going to see something here now as Seb just waiting for Tender to push on in through the smoke and smacks him away. Zenzik, though. Fodder for Team Aether. The Horde's still a man advantage, still a man ahead. They're trading these kills out extremely well. Arius gets one, but the immediate trade comes through. Clipzera, though, going to keep things even. 3 versus 2. Oh, what a shot by Sassy, but he's melting. He's melting. Bro, there's fire. Oh, my crow.
my
There's not enough time left, and Aelor is ready as he tries to escape through Long Dog.
That was a really nice round from Zomblers. I mean, a good response as well from Aether. The fact that they were able to get it down to the numbers that they were is still pretty scary for Zomblers. They're still tossing guns around here. They have to be careful with their economy right now as this game wears on into the late rounds. But Zomblers at least denying Aether from taking the lead there. This is a must-win round for Zomblers, though, if they want to try to close this one out in regulation, methinks.
Yeah, the money is tells a sad story for the CT side, but we'll see. They've finally managed to get their legs under them. And again, Sassy has been on the ball with his op. A very rare miss earlier on is proven to not get inside his head. That's exactly what you want. Now the M4 is able to get rolling. Ayanu doubles up, has to go for the reload, but has Seb behind him. Good trades coming on through. Flow now in the 1 versus 2. But both Zomblers are prepared. They're both sitting in mid. They're ready for either site to come through. A minute remaining. Oh, Flow. Was that shot intentional? Because it doesn't feel intentional. Now Zomblers going to have plenty of information. He doesn't even fake the plant.
Just goes for it. Shout out to Ayanu as well. I mean, just out in the open there next to the red train. He's got the red train to hide behind, but I mean, a pretty wide swing there, but still able to isolate those 2 players at the E-box and come out on top with not 1 kill, but both of those kills. Massive impact on the round there for Ayanu. And now, Team Aether have got money here, but we're on map point, Floofy. Zomblers can close it out right here.
Yeah, and with chat saying that the train is Zombler's worst map, I shudder to think what they could have in store for us once we get to Nuke. If they can close it here, and I think they can do it, they've had a very good set of rounds. Hey, don't cut the mustard.
Mustard!
Ooh, Clipzera, good start here for Team Aether. That's the shot that they need to stay in this.
Yeah,
just get the kill and back on out.
Sonzik, I just realized, is having a very quiet game. Sonzik wakes up in this series, and it's going to be lights out for Aether.
Well, that's one way that you can play train, right? Is you do get that opening pick, and then rather than just scaling onto a site, you pull back, you go the other way, you keep the CTs guessing. You force them to play to the beat of your drum instead of just giving them all the information. Team Aether have done a beautiful job at doing just that. They got their 1. Force Zomblers to try and hold A, and in the meantime, peeked on out.
Yes, and now we are going to get all 24 rounds of regulation here. Question is, will Zomblers be able to close it out? Will they be able to save these guns? I imagine Aether are going to head over here soon. The bomb should go off. Ayanu still has this molly to go down. There's the op, but here they come. Oh, they need to hold on to these guns. Yes, Sassy. Okay, and one more Seb to help out. So they do hold on to all 3 weapons. And Team Aether are actually the ones to lose guns. It doesn't really matter. They have money for this very last round. And we are going to get the fullest buy that you possibly can for a very last round in regulation. Can Zomblers close it out right here, or are we getting some time?
I'm honestly unsure. Like, both of these teams have felt fairly solid. There have been a few flubs, but one thing oh no, Sassy, I was just about to say, can Sassy hit 30 in regulation? And the answer is going to be no. Sansic, though, finally waking up. 2 kills back for Zomblers to keep them in this one. 3 versus 3. Ayanu playing the bomb train, and it might just work. 2 kills, 10 to the last player standing. Has to go huge here. He might just do it. 30 HP. And now in the 1 versus 1 with Seb. Gonna get the bomb down on the B-bomb site. Might just be possible for Team Aether to bring this one back. Bomb ticking away. Oh, but he's got the wrong read. He's expecting Seb to come from the other direction. Wait a minute.
Oh, this
Wyatt.
is awkward.
It is all. It's a little weird, a little silly. Molly thrown in. Seb looks like he's got the read, and he does. He'll
There
put
it
the
is.
final nail in the coffin for the 13-11 in the favor of Zomblers on their own map pick. They managed to win it out.
But that's as exciting as we were hoping here. Huge plays. Tender getting all the way through there and making it a close one. But Seb saving the day, able to make it happen. And yeah, Train, as exciting as they come. I hope we get more of the same here on Nuke, because that's going to be a thrilling battle. I do want to say, though, on Nuke, it gets a little bit difficult when when Nuke is your map pick as the second map in a best of 3, and you've just lost the first map. It's an uphill battle. You're going to be starting out on T side, so Zomblers will have some more momentum, but I'm hoping we see more of the same there on.
Yeah, I mean, it goes one of two ways, right? I think if Team Aether come out swinging and win the pistol round on their T side, we can definitely see a very solid map number 2, and we will get a third. Or Zomblers will show us that, hey, they're good on pistols. They're good on gaining that early momentum. And CT side Nuke, that early momentum can just be everything. So I'll have to wait and see. We do need a quick, I think, did we rerun the ads in between maps here, right?
We're working on that. We're getting things situated. I've never gone and dealt with the This is embarrassing to say. I've never gone and dealt with the advertisements. They just autoplay on the stream, which has come to much chagrin, as people have said that it's happening right in the middle of an exciting moment in the match. So something we're gonna work
here,
on fixing.
Streamer tool here. What we do is we go to a break screen, and then you type flash commercial space 180. That'll run a 3-minute ad. That'll get ads, pre-roll ads off for about an hour, and it should give us an hour 15 where we don't have to worry about it auto-playing anything.
Okay, I like that. Well, let's cut it to a quick break and run some ads then, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back for Nuke. mean, right? Oh, we're back.
We sure are. Ads have been run, so they're not going to run during the game.
That's right. And, oh my God, and it's so well timed. Wow.
And now the game is about to start. Typically, we've
We're-
got 3 minutes in between games, so it all works out. Now we're going to get to Nuke. We've already got most of the players connected. We're almost ready to go. We get to watch the preview of their warming up.
What? Dude, Rubles. What a beast on the production here. It's a beauty. Oh man, these are some
Hey,
nice.
I helped.
Okay, tender.
I helped with the ads.
Yes, and Floofy's gave me the hack, so you guys won't be watching any more ads on games that are 10-11 or 10-12.
Unless it goes to overtime.
Unless it goes to overtime and goes really long, then I won't have control over it. Then Twitch is being, doing its thing. But right now, we won't be having that issue again for a while. Luffy's gave me the hack. I appreciate it. We're very excited about it. But again, we are going on to Nuke, and to bring it back to these two teams, Aether's going to have to dig deep and get a hot start on this T side, I think.
Yes. Well, they're going to need a pistol. Like, I realize that normally
Yes.
it all comes down to the pistol is the thing that you say after, a crazy one-sided first half. And you're like, oh, but they could win the pistol and they could bring it back. And maybe it could happen. But honestly, they need a pistol. They lost both on train, and I think that would be the way to show that they are ready to come back swinging. Also, can we just talk about the fact that whoever this is has a souvenir Desert Eagle hand cannon from the overpass, or not the overpass, the cobblestone collection. I love these things. I want to buy one. They're gorgeous. I don't know who it is, but souvenir hand cannons.
That one?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'm probably too obsessed with skins.
Somebody has to be.
Well, there was
better than not knowing a damn thing about them. I mean, I don't know anything about skins.
So, have you done your souvenir packages from the major yet?
Nope. Also,
all right, so make sure you do the playoffs.
Is the souvenir charm is something like if these players have it in game, you can spectate it in the game of Counter-Strike?
I don't
the
know
way
if
they
you can,
presented it.
So you can do it, I think, if you personally are in the game. But I think if you're spectating like we are doing right now, you can't see it. My opinion of the skin Inheritance is it's a good skin. It's one of the cheaper reds that you can get that looks good. Especially if you get it in one of the lower wares. Like, getting it in field tested doesn't matter that much, which is nice. So I'm generally a fan of the Inheritance.
Is that the white one, the white AK?
Yeah, it looks like
It looks like a porcelain.
like an old person china plate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a porcelain, like my grandma's teapot collection.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing on the ladder here. We're having a knife round because that's what you do. Because it's Face It and they haven't turned off the knife round. But they did turn .coach on for ESEA. Did you see that?
I did see that. I'm curious to see how that plays out. It's gonna make spectating a bit of a nightmare. I really hope they figure out how to make sure that those coaches are in an unobservable slot on the server, but because coaches are going to join the server before players, and then they're going to take one of the 1 through 10 spots for observing, or 0 through 9 spots for observing, and we won't.
That's not going to be any fun. I will say,
No.
if you like Inheritance, one of the new skins that came out with the Radiant collection is the Nouveau Rouge. It's about the same price for a skin with a similar feel. So if you like the Inheritance, Nouveau Rouge. But knife round complete, so we're just waiting for the teams to pick their sides. So this is the Team Aether map pick, so Zomblers going to be the ones taking their choice of side. Mashed potatoes, French fries, that sort of thing, and they'll choose the CT side as you do on Nuke.
yes, as expected, but it's going to come down to the pistol round, like you said. The pistol rounds were the difference maker in that game, ultimately, on Train. When it comes down to 13-11 like that, and the team that won both pistols, it came down to those pistol rounds. So those are going to be an important factor here tonight for Team Aether. We'll see if they can come out of the gate swinging.
Yeah, let's see what Team Aether decided to go for. The T side setting the pace of Nuke is always something you gotta look forward to, and they're gonna go for an outside play. So all of Team Aether, except for the one carrying bomb, are playing from yard. Micro gonna look to throw some nades, get that smoke out early. Blink damage onto Arius, down to 7 HP to open this one up. Sassy went huge on Train, and gonna be starting in a similar fashion. Good kill onto Arius to start this one off. And oh my goodness, the dualies for Zomblers going huge. Seb rips 2. Flo able to get him right back though.
Those are huge trades for Flo. He makes this round doable now. It's still a numbers advantage for Zomblers, but with a minute remaining and both of these players... Oh no! He drops the bomb down there, so Flo's got the bomb. He's going to be able to get this plant, I think. But oh my gosh. Unfortunate timing. I was just saying, I think they're both going to be able to get down to vents, but no. Sassy close by, jiggling around, and Flo's going to get one more, but now they know right where he is. So down ramp comes Aelor, and Sanzik making a lot of noise, chooses not to try to take the 1v1. Very wise. Oh, I say that, and there he is. Spinning around, dancing with it. The dualie's getting away from him, though, not connecting. And Sanzik is going to come out on top of the Wild West duel there in the secret tunnel. And Zomblers 3 for 3 on the pistols tonight.
Yeah, they do allow the bomb to go down, so we should see a buy-in from Aether here just to try and take the momentum back because, well, we kind of saw what happened when they weren't able to quickly trade those rounds. I think if Team Aether were stealing that pistol momentum earlier, then they were definitely getting to that point where they were running away with the game.
Well, and they got the bomb down, like we just talked about. So a big force buy here. They might be able to get something going, but they're gonna need to find that opening again. And Ayanu, a lot of spraying happening out here, but no real damage being done. And he's gonna get out of there, get back to Mini, get back to safety. They've got some information, but Team Aether, at least for now, have the outside control.
Yeah, look at all the shots they put down there. I'm surprised that Ayanu was able to get away with 83 HP. Like, that definitely looked like, okay, one nade would end it all, but no, the bullet's just not connecting. A minute 10. Team Aether kind of getting stopped outside. Not willing to push down to secret, not willing to push to garage either. Oh, this is close. Zomblers with a push into lobby as well. Tender not expecting this, but no one willing to push past. Submarines passing in the night. I'm not sure what that smoke on top of
oh boy,
on top of Mini is supposed to do. Give it a little hat.
Oh,
and Aelor giving the haircuts. Sanzik putting down some kills as well. Arya's not gonna have to do it on the AK as he's picked it up. 3 HP remaining, and a charge through from Ayanu will overwhelm him.
Huge double from Aelor there. Again, a great read from Zomblers. They recognize that the outside control is compromised. They move to take some space in lobby, and then they don't get greedy with that probe. They just get into Squeaky and hold, and it nets them a 2K, wins them the round. And now Team Aether are forced to save here, and that momentum that we talked about being such a huge factor on a map like Nuke is very much going in the way of Zomblers here early up.
Yeah, this is kind of looking like the last map. Oh, that's not where that nade was supposed to go either. But Seb in position with the MP9 cannot do anything. It's just overwhelmed. You'd expect the Zomblers to show up in a horde, but the Tech 9s on Team Aether doing exactly that. They'll make it down to the B site, feeling pretty comfortable with themselves, but Aelor's ready and waiting. Headshot onto Micro, 4 HP on Tender.
Aelor's positioning tonight has been so nice. I mean, he's always a really rock solid anchor for Zomblers, but he just continues to be in the right place at the right time for them. Arius is going to even those numbers out. So this gets actually pretty scary because Zomblers are a little ways away, and A site's open, and that's going to be another for Arius. He's calling to Tender, get over here. Oh,
He's rushing bomb out. That's just like, oh no, he's coming up the ladder behind them. Ayanu, kill on Arius. Tender on 4 HP. This round could still go either way. The Tech 9 comes out for Tender. Oh, look at the damage. It's so close. And the final headshot to finish the job. Team Aether, what a round to bring back momentum.
Oh my god. Ayanu had the timing there coming up the vents. He got the full HP player while he's reloading. And then just gets squirrely there in the spot. Not quite sure where he's going to be on site. Confident that he's at the back. But a huge round for Team Aether. Caster's Curse coming into play there too. Because I'm like, oh, this is a free round for Zomblers. They'll just win this out and have the momentum. But instead, here we go. Team Aether are now moving into round 4 with the full buy. And it's actually Zomblers who are on the save.
I mean, this is what Team Aether have needed to do. They've got control of the momentum. They've got control of the flow of the game, which is fun because Flow is on their team.
That is fun.
But, like, we saw it in the train game where 4 rounds went to Zomblo. Okay. 4 rounds went to Zomblers, and then, well, the 5-7s? Hold on a minute. What are these pushes doing? Micro, good trade on back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, Aether down to 23 HP, but he's done good damage back. The Deagle not connecting for Ayanu. And Aether now. I mean, I think Zomblers are going to be happy they managed to take 2 weapons away with the 5-7s. They're not going to stop the plant. They're probably not going to get the defuse, but they might get some more kills. Taking away these AKs is going to be extremely valuable for them. The molly put down, but no kit for Aether means that molly is going to burn up before he's able to go for the defuse. Oh, not enough ammo.
Not enough
and
ammo.
RIS to finish the job.
I'd say not a bad light buy there for Zomblers. Obviously, they can't buy into this round still, so it's going to be another light buy behind that. But that's the kind of excitement we want to see on some of those save rounds. We talked about the momentum going. The train game wasn't, you know, back and forth each round with wild snakes away from each other on these eco rounds. It was just this very streaky game moving back and forth. So to see those kinds of rounds, I'm excited. I'm hoping we see some upsets here at some point tonight.
I mean, we were starting this off hoping we get to 3 maps. Like, these teams obviously on a pretty even keel with each other. So, oh my goodness, no way you're able to get it that close, Sanzik. Come on now, the AK picked up. He's able to keep going. Team Aether can't step to this.
That's 2 rounds in a row that it's more than 2 rounds. That's 3 out of the 4 or 5 rounds played here. Zomblers just found control.
Oh, in the world!
He gets gifted the second one just off of the first head, and he hits a second shot. Oh, what an animal. Now spotted out, last alive. Micro has it all to do. This is pain for Team Aether right here.
That's tilting. That looks like a collat with the Deeg. That did not look like 2 bullets. That looked like 1 bullet that went through both heads. Like, they're just like, here's the smoke. We're going to make it into big garage. And then, nope, here is Ayanu to just rip them a new one.
That's wild.
Somebody clip that.
Wild.
That needs to go up on social media. Ayanu needs that.
Ayanu does need that, and oh my god, Zomblers needed that as well. That's 5 alive on their save round. Look at their money situation here, Floofies. 4 AKs and an op, and all 4 of those AKs have enough money to buy into next round.
Yeah, that's a good tailwind now behind them. The tide's ever in their favor on the Zomblers. Zeb, able to dodge the flash, puts down 1, but the trade from Tender does give Team Aether a little bit of space, and they're going to make it down to the B-bomb site fairly unscathed. Sanzik, though, ready for the peek on in. Ooh, good rip. Looking for some more. Aelor coming in from vents. Not going to be so lucky. Does get overwhelmed, but Sanzik with the triple. I'm sorry, I was unfamiliar with your game. Holy
cow, Sanzik! You monster! First off, that shot through right as the glass broke. He gets that shot as the glass breaks without really being able to see his enemy. The glass just breaks, and great crosshair placement pays off with getting the kill. Immediately falls back, and then somehow gets 3 of them pushing through the double doors. What the hell? Sonzik, you're an animal.
At this point, Team Aether, they need this full buy to go their way. They don't have the AWP, but it's nuke, so you kind of don't need it. You kind of don't. I mean, some people are like, yeah, play that off outside on T's side.
Yeah, not today. Zomblers are on fire right now. Aether are going to need to dig deep for this one. Again, opening for Sonzik and Sassy to help out. Tender eventually able to trade, so the op is down for Zomblers, but Ayanu one more time. Smoke Criminal here finding the kills, and it's just Flo last alive. And despite finding these couple of rounds floofies, it looks like Team Aether are not able to build the momentum like they were on train.
Yeah, and that's going to really come back to bite them. This T side going to get difficult in a hurry.
That's a good molly. Flo with one more if he gets another. I mean, he's made it a 1v2 at this point. But they know he's on A somewhere, and these two are going to group up, and it should just be an easy trade out.
Fakes it again. How many times are you going to fake it? There we go. I know pros don't fake, so Flo must not be pro with 2 fakes, and he's going to get bit for it. Gives Zomblers just way too much time to reconvene and hone in on his position.
Yeah, well, you got to fake it till you make it, as they say, and, well, I guess he's going to have to keep faking because he's not making. Come back to me, we'll do better.
If we look at the Season 7 finals as our main data point for how these teams play against each other, and the fact that Zomblers did get a firepower upgrade in Seb, then, I mean, all reason is like, well, they should be able to repeat their performance. And they're doing exactly that.
Yeah. I mean, Zomblers are in prime form right now. The cash is high. They've got so much firepower. Aether on Tech 9 armor. We've seen them have a little bit of success on that save round, but now Ayanu is feeling himself. Another double and another Deagle headshot. Sonzik to help out, and Ayanu cannot be stopped tonight.
Yeah, the anti-eco goes their way. 6-2, or 7-2, and this is starting to look dire for Team Aether. I know I've seen both teams' social accounts, 6-2. I've seen both teams' social accounts in the chat tonight, and Team Aether, cover your eyes.
It's rough.
Well, full buy or fullest you can get for Team Aether. I was looking at the wrong thing for the other score I said. 6-2. Although Flo already falling does mean Zombler is going to start things off with a man advantage. Ayanu going to extend that double kill to open up the round and repel Team Aether back. Does give away his position now. You can see everybody getting ready outside of red, but Ayanu is still going, playing from behind the smoke. Rips Tender as well. And now Micro all alone in the 1 versus 4. Not a whole lot of space to hold on to. The push on in, denied. But, yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to say about it.
Yeah. Aether look like they're stumped right now. I mean, I know that this map is one of the most CT-sided maps in the history of Counter-Strike, but Zomblers just look like they are a hive mind out there right now. Team Aether, they're on the struggle bus right now. I mean, we talked about this being an uphill battle starting out on T-side nuke when you're already down a map in a best of 3. It's not like they're unfamiliar with this, so I expect that they're gonna have something up their sleeve as this wears on. But if Zomblers continue to play at this clip, this one's gonna be a 2-0.
I like Snow HQ. Wait till you see our T side. Well, if the CT side's going this well, I'm a little worried because you're not going to have to play very much of the T side if you keep winning these rounds.
Yeah. Okay, Micro actually. Look at this timing that Micro found right as the secret player is coming out. Oh, if the smoke stays up. Oh, this is awkward. Okay, the secret player moved into mini. And now the Heaven player moving down. Oh, Micro has the most perfect timing in the world. If this doesn't bust Team Aether into this game, I don't know what will, Floofies.
I mean, it has to succeed, right? 5 to 7 would be an appreciable T side to work with. And Micro, you said it, timing works out perfectly. 2 versus 5 now. Ayanu able to scratch one back, but instant trade out of Clipzera. I mean, at this point, you save the op, right?
You should,
There's somebody
yeah.
lurking in Heaven. Good kill to take the weapon away. Any money damage is going to feel good.
Yeah, he had to get that kill to get out. He was trying to get out of there, but he knew somebody was up Heaven. So nice play there from Sassy. We'll see if he's able to hang on to the op, but a huge round from Micro there. Absolutely incredible timing moving through outside, getting all the way up to the Heaven. Now, that is something where the stars kind of had to align for Team Aether. I'm not sure if they'll be able to capitalize off of this success and get the momentum going. It feels like it may have been a little bit of a fluke, but it's something to get them going. And if they can get another round off the back of this, well, then we've got a game on our hands again.
So speaking of having a game on our hands, I need to see something because I'm keeping an eye on chat. But how many Zomblers fans do we have in chat? Can you put a 1 in chat if you're here for Zomblers and a 2 in chat if you're here for Team Aether? Just doing a little poll.
Let's see it.
1 for Zomblers, 2 for Aether.
We have 1
And a 0 if you're just here to watch.
And a 0 if you're here for off-season shenanigans.
Well,
okay. Micro again.
Yeah. Oh no. This A site has been wiped out by Team Aether. A good nade back for Sassy, but again, you might be in a situation where it's just time to save. 4 versus 2. They've got kits, but I like this. Wander, I'm here for rubles. Wow, I see. So Big D and I are just chopped liver.
That's right, baby. I like that Team Aether put a 0 in chat saying they're just here to watch the game. Well, I mean, Team Aether are going to find their 4th round. Oh, Seb, what are you doing? Oh, he's buying next round regardless. It doesn't matter. It's going to be last round.
Ooh, Tech 9 coming out strong.
There it is. No op save, but still plenty. I mean, Sassy's got 9K here. They have so much money on the side of Zomblers. They're going to be able to full buy into this last round no matter what. So the save really is not an issue there in that one. But Team Aether, I mean, that's that one play from Micro gets him invested, and then a 2nd round, and he gets another one going. He's getting his team back in this one, and Aether, it's still a very viable game for them.
XM on Sanzik. Nuke is a map where I'm okay with it. Okay, Nuke and Inferno. I feel like the XM can be amazing, and I'm excited to see what happens here. Team Aether really need this 5th round if they want to feel good going into their CT side, especially with the lack of pistols, but that's not what you want. Ayanu has been on fire this half, 13 and 6 already, and he's continuing to be a thorn in the side of Team Aether. A good kill back for Flo does leave them even.
Oh, that's huge damage from Aelor. And a lot of information as well. They're going to be able to block them from taking down ramp. And look at this, that XM you were talking about now all the way up in Squeaky. It reveals itself, gets the kill on the low HP player, and Aelor able to help out, taking down the Hut player. It's just Arius and Flo last alive. Sanzik is going to be flushed out, not able to find anything more. And with Ayanu low, this gets a little scary. Very close by is Aelor. Kind of a one-and-done spot here, but he's at least got support now from the rest of his teammates. This should be a round for Zomblers, as they are standing right on top of that bomb, and Ayanu gets one more.
I was going to say, look how scared Team Aether are. They didn't want to move past Ale, or going to be rewarded with the final nail in the coffin as Zomblers take an 8th round, but that was so close to being on what could feel like a viable T side from Team Aether, right? They nearly got there.
They nearly got there. I mean, they got 4 rounds on their T side. That's better than what it was starting out with. It had to come down to individual performances there from Micro. His team was able to follow up on what he was able to establish, but meanwhile, it just feels like the kills and how things are going are spread out for Zomblers right now. So still a little worried for Team Aether, but they need this pistol round. They need one of these tonight, right?
They do. I feel like if you leave this best of 3 without a singular pistol, that might be the worst feeling of the loss. And Team Aether, Zomblers are scaling so fast. They're down on the B site already. They've pushed Flow all the way down into hell. And they've given themselves the entirety of the B bomb site to work with. Now, the full retake to come in from Team Aether. Micro the only one present. Everyone else still coming down from upper. Players in from ramp. Maybe a ramp drop or vent drop. A good start from Flow. Micro getting challenged by 3. Zombies work better in hordes, as we see from the challenge. 4 versus 2 now. That bomb nearly ticked down. Clip0 at the final player to fall. Zomblers will take their 4th pistol of the evening.
Yeah, you're 4 for 4 on the pistols. That's. I mean, Aether are kind of in a spot where do you buy here or just sit and you wait? I mean, it looks like they want to save. No timeouts coming from either. I think we saw 1 timeout. I mean, we had the tech pause at the beginning of train, but we saw 1 timeout from Zomblers as far as TAC goes. We have not seen timeouts being utilized here tonight. I find it interesting that they aren't being used, but yeah, Zomblers are just going to move all the way outside with authority. And they should be moving to 10-4 scoreline here in a moment.
I think the zombie with the most authority is the ghoul from Fallout. That dude was he was the sheriff. And I feel like the Zomblers are playing like that ghoul right now.
The what now?
Did you watch the Fallout TV show?
No, I still need to go back and actually watch that.
Yes, you
I've heard
do.
Good things.
It was very good. We're about to get season 2, which I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to.
I also need to go back and finish Shogun.
Ooh. Now, Clip0 needs to finish his kill on Ayanu down on 22 HP, but he slips down the vent. Zanzik now here to challenge. RAS does keep it to 1, though. A little bit of team damage there as well. Oh, hey, there's the AK I was talking about before. This is the Nouveau Rouge that Seb is wielding right here. But 2 versus 4, AKs versus USPs. I think we're going to have another Zomblers win here. But Team Aether, I like where they're set up to try and stop Zomblers from saving. Right? You can get to ramp or you can get to secret. That's a good kill for Flow. Oh, doubles up as well. Wait a minute. These last 2 players are on low HP. If he takes away all the money...
No, time ticking away.
Pull this one back.
He is going to walk away with an AK, though. 3 kills and then getting an AK. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a no armor, no save spot.
It's sad.
Nuke bomb radius does feel a little bit too big.
It does. It's, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it.
I think one thing I would love to see as we change seasons is just reduce the bomb radiuses. Radii.
That would be nice. Doubt it's going to happen, though. It makes too much sense. But we get our first gun round here. Team Aether. They favored some utility, as a matter of fact. They've got MP9 and FAMAS out here for Micro and Aris.
Well, Micro's how they broke into their T side. We'll see if this FAMAS is how they crack open their CT. Oh my.
That's good damage.
But Zomblers, they're persistent and sassy. Nearly got 30 on train in 24 rounds. Getting the opening for Zomblers once again. Ooh, Arias getting a little bit hot under the collar. Sanzik gonna be catching. That's enough for Micro to get cold feet. Tender. Oh, not expecting the push in the lobby. Zomblers have just been in the right spots. Team Aether trying to find space, and they're just falling back to earth. There's no space.
Yeah, I mean, each time that Aether think they might have like a play on getting one of these players, Zomblers are just there with numbers. I mean, you talked about it before. Jokes aside, these guys work better as a horde, and they're showcasing it time and time again. It's 11-4 now, and they're 2 rounds away from knocking out Aether out of this tournament. And Aether have to come up with a force buy as well.
This is such a hype matchup to be happening so soon in the round of 16. It really is a shame that, I mean, it's looking like Team Aether, but one of these teams have to go home now. But I guess the one thing you could take that is, hey, it's the 3rd of July, right? You can take the rest of the player bag, go back to the drawing board, chill, get ready for next season.
Lots of changes happening this next season, that's for sure. Well, and the scout out for Flow, that's a big opening. Ayanu. He's been hot to trot for Zomblers, so that's a big pick. But I mean, regardless, MP9s and a Mag 7 and a scout is not what you want to be playing 11-4 at.
Yeah, Mag 7 scares me. In the hands of... There are a few players where it scares me more than others, but no matter what, that's $900 a kill. You give it a singular kill and let your weapon drop, then things get scary. But these MP9s doing a ton of damage as well. Micro with a kill onto Aelor. And look at this, they're trading out the damage. Gets smoked down to force Zomblers away. But Team Aether, they're making sure that neither player getting too wounded. Micro down on 1 HP. Oh, that is going to be one spotted. The numbers just barely evened out. Micro just barely alive. It is a 4 versus 3. But look at the damage through the smoke. Oh, Sassy just melts. Oh, Arias. He's going to go for this. Just the head dunk. Goomba stomp with the swag 7. Seb with a trade on back, but it's a 1 versus 3. 55 HP, and he doesn't have the bomb.
Okay, the bomb's at the top of the vents there. That's what was going on. I was wondering what the hell Sanzik was doing going up and down the ladder there for a moment, but he was trying to grab the bomb and bring it back down with them. A huge play here from Aether, and regardless, Zomblers are going to be run out of time, and they are able to hold on to this weapon. Seb not killed after time. So
that was a 4K
they will
for Seb.
Yeah, a lot of damage done there. Aether are able to hang on by the skin of their teeth, but still so much damage done here by Zomblers, and still a full buy coming from. But you never know, could be the start of a comeback.
It could be. It could be Team Aether finally putting the spikes on the ATV, you know, getting ready to roll out of their fortified mall compound.
Dawn of the Dead?
Know it.
Although that sounds kind of like, well, the mall compound is Dawn of the Dead. The fortified ATV sounds kind of like Land of the Dead.
I'm combining a bunch of different things and hoping that chat doesn't notice too much.
But paying homage to George A. Romero nonetheless.
Indeed. Now, Ayanu going to be the one to open things up here. Already down in secret and Micro crushed. That's going to cause a lot of chaos in the ranks of Team Aether. Not only have they lost a number, but they've lost the entire half of the map. Seb, trying to get one more, but Arias able to control it. Zomblers doing a good job at taking the space away. They're slowly choking out Team Aether. 2 versus 4, and look at the HP. Arias on 5 HP and Sanzik on 11. This whole
Yep.
round just hinging on a knife's edge, but Flo maybe can get something back. Only one. Not going to be enough to be comfortable.
That's tough. That was great positioning from Flo. If you got that second low HP player, suddenly there's something to be said about this round. He would have had a bit of space to get out of there and maybe re-engage with the third player, but going down there, 5 HP for Arius. I think he's got to try to save this gun, because on top of that, the 4 kills that Seb got in that last round are coming into play in this next round, as Team Aether are broke.
Well, Nuke is a map where miracles and magic can happen. Probably due to the radiation. But you never know. I think some of the most memorable comebacks are either Inferno or Nuke.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that. Shout out to Cobblestone back in the day as well. I remember that being a map that you team would be up like 14-2, 14-3, and you'd watch some epic comebacks come through on that one.
Yeah, but I don't think it's coming back. I think Cobblestone has gone to the map folder in the sky.
Yeah, I think so too. But we are going to get cash back soon here. I'm telling you, Season 2, we're getting cash. Valve didn't just drop a pretty penny on that map for nothing, I know it. That being said, it all comes down to this right here, Floofies. Big opening as well. Ionu blind. He has been the star of the show here on Nuke. There is response from Arius, but another for Ionu, and why not 3? Oh, put him in the dirt. He says, I'm done with this round 1. I'm ready for the quarterfinals. Tender's going to reveal his position, and Aelor finding Clipzera. That's going to be it. Zomblers 13-5 on Nuke after a harrowing adventure back and forth on train. They are able to complete in a spectacular 2-0 fashion. Move on. So our previous season champions for off-season shenanigans, they stay alive, and they're moving on to the quarterfinals now.
Zomblers here to infect off-season shenanigans and keep it under their control. Make it a land of the dead, maybe even a galaxy of the dead when the zombies go to space.
No, you're cooking. I'd watch it.
Someone get George Romero on the phone.
Yeah, somebody get him out of retirement, because we need him. Well, Floofies, there is still one more game happening right now. It's currently the 3rd map between our last round of 16 playoffs. Omen versus Hrivnia squad. I don't know how to say that name. Hrivnia squad. But that is being cast right now by your boy Storm. Floofies, do you have any shout outs you want to give out here before we dump our viewers over there?
I mean, hey, if you enjoyed the cast, first off, make sure you hit the follow button on the Off-Season Shenanigans channel, because, hey, we're trying to continue to improve production, casting, basically everything you possibly can improve season over season. Try to give the CS fans something to watch, something to do while the ESEA season is off, and, you know, maybe a place to hopefully one day gain some VRS points. If you enjoyed my casting specifically, you can find me at Floofies TV on Twitter, and if you find that, you'll basically find all of my other links. Big D, what have you got to say for yourself?
That's really it for me. I mean, this was a real hoot and a holler to watch tonight. I was hoping for a 3rd map, but it was a lot of fun. Shout out to Rubles as well, doing production here. Beautiful job on all of these assets that he threw together for us here tonight. Definitely gonna have to hit Rubles up and see if I can use some of these, because these are quite lovely. And yeah, just appreciate you guys coming through and casting. We will be back here after the holiday weekend, but as for us, that is going to do it. Let's go check out this 3rd map of Omen Esports versus Hrivnia Squad.
Sounds good to me.
I got to type raid your boy Storm,
You do have to type that, yes.
as it turns out.
But all right, I hope you all enjoyed the cast. See you next time.
Bye!
Bye!
All right, there we go.